Follow the money. It's not just a line from a famous movie. It's the mantra of investigative reporters when we're trying to uncover the truth. And that's exactly what you've been doing, Deanna, as you continue to investigate why elderly and disabled residents were forced to leave their homes last week.
That's exactly right, Brett. We broke the story last week that seniors and disabled residents were forced to leave Hudson Ridge and Danforth Towers. They were part of the enriched housing program, but the program ended abruptly. That's because the nonprofit running the program is broke. And so for days, I've been following the money. Anyone who's packed bins and boxes to move to a new home knows moving is always stressful. So imagine what it was like for these elderly and disabled residents who were told they had less than 2 weeks to move.
All I can tell you, it's just been very stressful for all the residents. They were made to move in 10 days without any kind of knowing why.
That was last week. We now know why. The nonprofit running the program, Family Service of Rochester, was supposed to provide support services to elderly and disabled residents, enabling them to live independently in apartments. But the Department of Health says family service care was so bad, residents' health and safety were at risk. The organization's 990, the tax form nonprofits have to file with the IRS, shows Family Service was financially drowning. In fact, it ended the 2024 fiscal year $650,755 in the red. For days, I've been trying to follow the money. The 990 shows the CEO was Neil Cavalieri. His LinkedIn page shows up in a Google search. But one click shows me his page was recently deleted.
You've reached Neil Cavalieri.
With a search of public records, I found his cell phone and I left a message. He texted this 6-word response. Hi, Deanna. I have no comments. The 990 lists the entire board of directors, so I called each one, and everyone I reached had the same response. It's my understanding that you served on the board of Family Service of Rochester.
Oh, I'd actually not like to comment on that.
But one member suggested I call the board chair, and I reached her at home. This is Deanna Dewberry with News 10 NBC. I understand you were chair of the board of Family Service of Rochester? She said she had no comment, but before I let her go, I had one question. And I was also told that you all have an attorney. Who would that be? She paused, then told me she had no comment on legal matters. Well, you can't tell me who your attorney is? She repeated she had no comment and hung up on me. But I won't stop asking questions. Questions raised by the financial forms Family Service gave the IRS. Now, participants in the enriched housing program turn over their Social Security and disability checks to the nonprofit. And the charity provides support services and pays the residents' rent. But rent payments are $400,000 behind. Now, we don't know if there was actual malfeasance, but if an investigation were underway, the U.S. Attorney's Office would likely handle it because those are federal funds. I called the U.S. Attorney of Western New York today, and I am still waiting to hear back.
I know you'll stay on it. Deanna, thank you.